Hi, beautiful lady. Here's Niall. See, I wanted to produce a nice video because I had to upload some mean stuff yesterday for you. And that's because of this talk show shit you did. And I wanted you to understand my standpoint of view there, so I had to be very direct in one of the videos which you're gonna find on this Facebook page, which is only for you and which is called R9. And of course, you know you are not a letter and not a number, you are an individual human, a woman I do love. But I had to use R9 so that you can find actually a signal that this page is for you. Well, I wanted to do a beautiful video for you today after I finished other videos, and today the same shit happened as you can see it in other videos online that I got that some creators are trying to piss me off, and some is one, and that's Whitney Houston. There is a video online in German. If you find somebody who can translate it for you, you will find out that Whitney made transparent that she's going on my nerves constantly, that I look bad and like an idiot in front of you and in all the media material which was online before. And she did that even undercover over a long period when I was doing this Project Evolution Live thing. So I'm trying to separate everything now, and you have your private page with me, and the best would be if we could Skype actually. That would be the best thing if we could Skype. If you produce music about the situation, I'm not going to listen to it, because music is art, and artists always say that you cannot trust art, so that it's fantasy and stuff like that. And my feelings for you is not fantasy, so I have to ensure, without using your human body, without reading that I do understand what you want to say and what you feel. And I cannot do that by listening to your music, and that's why I'm not doing that. To be absolutely honest, when I found out what I do feel for you when I was young, very young, since that day I'm avoiding all your media data, and this other Facebook situation did lead only to a situation where them started to listen to more of your songs. Before I just were listening to 2 or 3 songs, and that's it. Through my whole life I had to avoid everything you did publish because I have so strong feelings for you. I want you to understand that even if you love music, I will not listen to it. I will not trust your music or what you do there until we spoke with each other directly, and until I am sure I'm understanding what you really do feel and what you really want to say. And if you do just sing about it, that's the way you are destroying your chance. And by the way, I do not even like it, because you said I'm something like your moose. I don't want to be a moose. I'm a living man who's loving a woman, and that's it. I don't want to see that this shit is getting abused to make money. And that's what happened there. That's what I think, because you're gonna sing on concerts, you're gonna do that stuff and all that, and for me it's just sad. For me it's just sad, because as I wrote in the other Facebook timeline, please do that not, and then you started to do that, and I had to deal with the situation, and I also were trying to make you happy, that's true, but I think you see totally wrong how hard universal communication can be, how stupid some creatures which are living in the universe can be, how brutal they can be to living humans. And you lost yourself there in any romantic theories. That's what I think, and I want to avoid that for the future, and that have to stop. I'm the man who's loving you, that's a fact, and you have the choice to contact me directly, to speak directly to me, over the phone, over email, or by Skype. And then from there on we can organize to meet each other, and nothing else. Nothing else. I'm not gonna listen to your media data and stuff like that. And it's hurting me, by the way, right? If you're sitting in talk shows and you're doing that stuff, selling your human body so cheap, the man who's loving you just feel pain, of course. But it's not good to test somebody's love by bringing pain into his life. That's what I can say to that. The man who's feeling all that love and all that pain. And I'm Niall, Sebastian Sieger, born 1984 in Braunschweig. Nobody else and no other creature. So anyway, it is a beautiful day, and as soon as we cleared our table, if you ever support that we can do so, then maybe we can start to have just a beautiful time beside the problems which can come up in life. Because for me, it's just sad that I look back at a time which was horrible for me, and that I have to connect such horrible memories to the woman I love. For me, that's just a painful situation, and I want you to understand that. And it's a very difficult situation for me because my feelings for you are real. Anyway, that's a beautiful day. For example, here's an animal sitting, and I can show it to you because the animal was not brought here by any other creature. But it's also sad that I have to ensure stuff like that because I'm getting attacked sometimes. If I want to show you my life, because Whitney Houston is attacking me then to destroy that you get an overview, and she wants me to look stupid in front of the camera. And for example, this day, just that you know that, and it's not your fault, but just that you know that, I woke up, my body was full of pain because Whitney created that. And she did that the day before, and the day before, and the day before, and so on. Since she's in my human body. And she's against my will inside my human body. That's what I want you to understand. I want her to leave, and she's not doing so. And that's very painful for humans. It's something, some humans get medical treatment because they're in the same situation, other humans, not me. And you can see sometimes documentations on the internet about it. But for the few humans where it's real, it's absolutely brutal. It's absolutely mean. It's like being tortured the whole day. Because, for example, now Whitney is also giving me signals inside my human breast. This is not strong pain in that case. She can also use strong pain, but that's just small signals the whole time. But it's going on my nerve system. It's destroying my good mood every day. And the result is that I look very stressed the whole time and very fucked up in front of the camera, and I did on the other Facebook page. And she did that for a long while undercover, and I'm saying undercover because even my mom did not realize that. And she just did that I look stupid to the public, to destroy your chances. That you get that right. She's attacking you with that because you will judge me wrong too easily. Okay, that's why she's doing that. Now a lot of people are walking by, maybe they're gonna ask some questions, I don't know, because I was trying to do some videos for universal communication purpose today, but also that got destroyed because Whitney were destroying the video material. In that case it was with Michael Jackson, where you can find some other video material. By the way, and that's non-private. It's regarding that I try to inform people about universal communication. I will upload a video for the musicians on ciembassy.com. As a musician, you can watch that. Have nothing to do with my private life. It's just a statement why the project Evolution Life became such a fail from my standpoint of view and from the standpoint of view of other creatures I was in contact with. And because the universe is full of individuals, if you do universal communication, if you're in contact with many individuals, there are also stupid individuals, individuals which are socialized like idiots. And sometimes you cannot avoid as a human to have contact with them as well if they're going on your nerve system. That's what I want you to understand regarding my private situation as well, because my private life is getting attacked the whole time. It's not that I do not want to inform about universal communication, but you have to understand I'm constantly getting stressed since 3 years now. 3 years I think it is. And before I had a life, I could not enjoy a summer, for example, for more than 10 years in my life. And I had a very stressful life, a very complicated life, which is hard to explain to others. And that leads to a situation where I'm totally sad and upset that we came into that trap, because I don't know how to explain that stuff in my life to you. I don't know if you will not judge me for being in the situation that you get something wrong, or you can understand some stuff not, and then you're gonna judge me because you are unable to understand it. And that's very, very painful. I never wanted to get guided into such a trap. To be absolutely honest, I never wanted that you see me like that in a way you have seen me in such a situation. I never wanted that. Regarding you, the woman I love, if I could have wished something, it would be something like maybe that we meet one day, and that we from there on have a beautiful life, and not a life which is packed with so much pain and stuff and shit, actually, because other creators were trying to mess it up, like Whitney Houston. I'm gonna upload more videos in as long as the summer is going on, and then I'm gonna sit in this stupid house, or I'm gonna move to Dassel, which is a place where my family owns. Well, I got an old document, okay, and my family, I'm at Zu Dassel as well, so I'm Niall Sebastian Power-Sieger, but I have also other family in the family structure. Also, a family part is Zu Dassel, and the city is called Dassel because it belongs to the family. So maybe I'm gonna move there, because then I'm not homeless. I'm gonna sit in a huge house instead of that fucked up house. But that's gonna be complicated a little bit, because the documents are very old, and it will be a shock for the people in Dassel. It's like a place with 10,000 people living there, and it's called Dassel because the family Zu Dassel is royal, and I'm at Zu Dassel as well, so it's very complex. I belong to old royal German structures as well, but that have nothing to do with universal communication. No, that's wrong, because I'm in contact with my family, and they want me to fix their place a little bit up. We're not gonna have the time for that, I know that already, and they have like a small castle over there, so they want me to take care about that shit. The documents are very, very old, so it's gonna be very complicated to clear that table in a fucked up justice system. But in a way, they're gonna make clear by natural forces that they want their property back, because it's their property. And I'm their living family member, so they want me to fix up that place a little bit. And the rest is around about 10,000 people live in that city. And regarding my family tree, if you want it like that, you know, family tree, so you have a lot of structure there. There are a few royals, German royals, because of the German history, and a few things which gonna be interesting in my future for myself, because I'm gonna meet more people which belong to my family. And maybe I'm gonna move there. For me, it's not 100% sure yet. Dassel is it's quite east of Germany, and like if you want to go to Frankfurt, for example, where airplanes can land and where you can travel, you are 6 hours or something on your way until you reach that place. So it's a little bit on the outside part, if you want it like that, from big cities and stuff like that. It's the absolute countryside. So I'm gonna produce some more videos for you later during the next days, and I'm gonna upload them one after the other, actually. But please realize I get very stressed when I try to communicate with you inside my human body, and not always, but very often. And in that situation with the symbiont in my body, I do not have a solution for the biggest problem to hang out with you, because it's dangerous. It's normally, if I'm here in the Rhino, for example, the people walk by, they feel okay, nothing happened. But if you live at the place for a longer time, as I've seen in the house, people can get tortured, other people can get tortured too, in a way that then they them even see that it is universal stuff. The woman who owns the house, Johanna, got tortured. Her daughter got raped, and that's if you are in that situation, that in the area where you live, other creatures which have lived as humans before start to torture living humans or start to rape them. It's a very fucked up situation. Regarding Clara, that's the name of the daughter. There's even a police case because she got raped by a human man. Milon is his name, and his human body was triggered, influenced, and used by creatures which have lived as humans before to do so. So they did rape Clara over the human body of Milon. And so there's a police case open, and there's video material also which was on my PC for data analysts, where I did communicate about that with creatures which have lived as human beings before, and they produced some data regarding that shit. But that's like the same if Whitney is abusing my human body and raping me, what she did in the past. And all these are very huge wounds for me as a living man, because as a living human, as a man, I'm used to fight if somebody attacks me. And I'm not willing to go any other path. I don't like to fight, but if somebody attacks me and I cannot avoid it, I will protect myself as a man. It doesn't mean that I like violence. I do not. I think it's antisocial behavior which often leads to violent situations, and I hate violence. It's stupid. Let me say it like that, but on the other side, you often have to protect yourself against other stupid people. And in that case, stupid, fucked up creatures. And it's not possible to protect yourself very well if they abuse a symbiont to torture you. And that's the way they do it. They abuse the symbiont as well. This is what the symbiont already communicated in one of the videos which are online. To them, torture humans, rape them, or kill them. And that's what's happening if you deal with fucked up people, fucked up creatures which have lived as fucked up people before. Socialized, fucked up. So, regarding me, I'm trying to help the nice creatures, which are nice and which are not abusing my human body, to reach their living family members, and that you see that clear. If I do that, what I see as a kind of a job. If I talk to you, that's my private life. And now I do talk about something which I would call a job, actually, which is not paid, to help other humans. But these creatures, which in between destroy my days and which do bring pain into my life, they lead to a situation in my life where I can help a lot less than it would be possible if that would not happen. Because they can stress you, and then you stress for the next 3 days, and you can not help so much creatures which are trying to reach their family members. And there are millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of creatures which have lived as human beings before, and which are trying to reach their living family members. If I get up in the day, I get my first contact after a few minutes. And there are days where I was in contact in the end of the day with like 20, 30, 40, maybe 50 creatures in the end of the day. It depends on the day. Sometimes a lot less, sometimes 5 to 10, sometimes even 30 or more. For example, if I watch a documentation about the Second World War, it is possible that one after the other creatures from this documentation, which for example died as soldiers or so, do try to contact me and try to request to reach their family members. That's what they do also by contacting me. That did happen in the past to me, and it's quite interesting, but it's also very stressful, because they do that even in situations where you do not want to have that in your life. So it's very difficult to find a period in life where you can take a rest. And that's what every human need. And for me, it's nearly impossible to find quiet moments in my own life. And a private life, to think about a private life in that kind of situation is very painful. Very, very painful because I can't easily kick the symbiont out of my body or something. If he's not leaving, I cannot do it, or I have to die to do so. Then I'm losing my human body. That's the way you can lose it. And because and also my human body have to be protected because of what I did. By the way I showed myself to the public, and because I'm trying to inform about universal communication, it did lead to situations where people were trying to attack me, and the symbionts as a species avoided these attacks. And they also killed humans for that. But humans which were not close to me, which were far away, when they planned the attack or when they started to move into to my direction, for example, they lived in another country, planned the attack there, and before they even reach me, they already have an accident and do not exist anymore. So it's very complex, but there are going to be video material regarding that also online, maybe in the future, because I want to inform the people, and they should avoid to die because of trying to. Well, the creatures I was in contact with, which did try to attack me, I did communicate with some of them. They said in the end, when they had contact with me after they lost their human body, that they attacked because they have been forced to by government structures, or because they have lost themselves in any religious theories, and then they did attack. But they have been wrong. That's what they communicated to me, and that's absolutely sad in the end, because then they died absolutely senseless for nothing, right? So, but as you see, my life is complex, and my thoughts, if I think about you, have also to do with security reasons. Regarding you, we do not have direct contact, okay? The security situation is the security situation. It's nothing I choose for you, because both of us landed in a trap. And by putting force on me or on any other creatures, on any other humans, like for example my brother or my sister, I will not change my position to help others in general, because that's the biggest protection everybody do have, and the best is to stay on the position where you are then, if you already reached that point. Regarding me, I reached that point. Regarding my family, that point is reached, and regarding others, I do feel for that point is also reached, and was reached even before you did understood that we are landing in a trap, and that was a trap for you and for me, because I did not want that. So I'm really upset with this situation, really upset. I just want you to know that, and it makes me very sad, because you have seen me in such. Well, I made transparent what I had to feel, the pain I had to take in, and all that stuff. But no man wants to show himself to the woman he's loving the first time in such situations. Nobody. And me, I never wanted myself to show me to you in such a situation if I don't have a solution for a future with you regarding a private life as with you. And that's our fucked up situation we are in now. That's what I think. At the moment, Whitney is in my human body, and regarding Whitney, she's dangerous. She did torture me. Johanna, the woman who owns the house, had a heart attack because of Whitney's action. And let me say it like that, she's dangerous. That's how I classify her for myself. And she would be, I think she could attack other females because of her stupid feelings she communicated to me, if she sees the risk that another female would be too interesting for me. But you are included in that, and that is very bad if we ever want to meet up. That's how I look at it, and I would love to meet you. But that's one of the reasons, if you have been the lady on the boat, because I did know that attacks are possible, we have to communicate before. If you ever want to meet me, it's absolutely necessary for my own heart that I'm able to meet you, because I do not want any pain in your life. I do not want you to get attacked because of that shit. And what the data shows you is that the natural environment is used, and it can be a weapon system as well. Humans do have no chance in case of attacks where they should get killed or where they should get tortured. No chance. It's that simple. So I want to avoid any kind of really, really bad situation for you. And that was one of the reasons why I left. Beside that, I was badly hurt because you did not contact me before, and I told it to the people which are out reading my mind. You definitely should do that, and I wrote it on the Facebook page and all that. So it was very, it was like a punch into my face that you came like that with the blue hats on, signaling, giving me a signal you came for any blue shit stuff. No, I'm real. I'm a living man, and I'm not blue in a way that I do not exist as a man, and I'm the man who's loving. Okay, please understand that point because it's so important. I'm going to repeat it maybe sometimes, but that's only because we do not have direct contact, and I do not know what you know. So that's why I'm repeating very often stuff. As soon as I would know, okay, she understood that point, I never would speak about it again, as long as I think you know that. But because of that fucked up situation, I'm not in the position to know what you think or what you do not think. Not even if you already sing about some stuff. And that's why I'm not listening to your music like I mentioned before. Thank you for watching. And hopefully we can enjoy the sun one day and a beautiful life instead of that shit.